Hey y'all, it's your girl Javy. Hi Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for this new dark moon in Taurus that we are having tomorrow, May 11th, 2021. So welcome to the blind side here, where we explore the dark side of the new moon. New moons are when the sun and the moon are conjunct in whichever side. I'm sorry if you guys already know this, but I try to at least be a little educational. The moon's technically at its weakest because of visibility wise and because of its light being blocked out, which is why new moons were originally known as dark moons. So this new moon in Taurus is happening at 21 degrees Taurus. Now the moon is exalted in Taurus. So there is wonderful things that will be coming up from this new moon. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. All the Taurus season videos are done, baby. And I'm really happy that they're done. Seeds planted, another thing. For daily readings, check out my Instagram, justjeverything. And for other dope shit that I do, check out my website, justjeverything.com. Now, along with this new moon, I actually want to do notes. I have more notes, even though we talked about in Taurus season, they're us leaning into feeling, but there's some important shit going on. This new moon is going to be conjunct Uranus. So it's going to be, for the sun, you give it 10 orbs, 10 degree orb. So it's going to be the sun, moon, and Uranus basically conjunct in Taurus. So there could be something, I heard all of a sudden. So something just, that could be a thing that's coming up, some sort of positive disruption or a positive kind of not upheaval, but hiccup maybe. Hey! This new moon is also sextiling Neptune in Pisces. So there is, how I got this, interestingly enough, it felt like a clear view is coming. A clear view of reality, being able to ground via this, Taurus fixed earth energy. So we can use Neptune properly after this. It feels like using Neptune to imagine. Of course, we can use it properly when it's in the last decan and on its way out. But we can really use this Neptunian energy after we ground into our reality in this Taurus new moon. This Neptunian energy is going to really help us get imaginative. It's going to help you visualize, to see the next step, to visualize and really plot your course to the next step. See your line up the mountain. There is this grander vision of ourselves and our future that's coming in. And in order to get there, we're going to really have to tend to and explore our relationship to our self-care routine. And so something that was coming up for me when tapping into this new moon energy was the dark side of self-care. And so needing to look at the ways that you don't keep your word. Needing to look at your methods of self-soothing, your methods of self-parenting, your methods of self-sufficiency, self-love. Does overindulgence or comfort equate to self-love for you? Does food equate to love? Do you equate sleep with loneliness? Taking a day off with laziness? Overproductivity to, what is it for you? because, excuse me, hydrate. Because we have the resources to do better. And if we're going to get to this next level where Neptune is going to help us see, we have to look at the ways that we've been keeping ourselves stuck. And for some of you, it's a hard lesson to learn that the highest octave of self-love is discipline, is saying what you mean and actually doing it. And for some of you, I feel like this Taurus new moon and for the next 2 weeks are going to really expose the ways that you have kept yourself stuck, what's held you up from a new relationship with yourself, from or reaching out for new relationships with other people. Excuse me. And there is this ability to remember, this leaning into remember, the stillness of remembering, the stillness of remembering. Ooh, 5 of Cups. The stillness of remembering your power, remembering how to actually take care of yourself, remembering how to, I just saw the Empress on the cover of this deck, to really, not only just treat yourself, but treating yourself has got to be more than just actual treats and baths and body oil. It's like, it's got to be saying no to yourself, saying no to something that you know is bad for you, not eating that extra bite, or not getting fast food, or actually cooking for yourself, buying organic, or you know what I'm saying? There is, or buying just vegetables in general. Hell, shit, fuck organic at this point. Some of y'all just need a vegetable. Some of y'all have friends that just don't drink water. And it's just like all you drink is soda, or all you do is, you know, it's just like there's too much, it's too late in the game for this point of this dark side of self-care. It's too late to in the game. There's too much information out there for us to not be like hyper aware of really taking care of our bodies. And this isn't some vegan shit. This is just new moon in Taurus. Is like, what seeds are you planting? Health is wealth. Taurus is also wealth, money, resources. And one of your senses are your resources. Your intuition is a resource. Your common sense is a resource. And there is this need to invest in your vessel. I like that. Invest in your vessel. Because it's just like, you can make all the money in the world, but if you have a fucking stroke because of anxiety and stress, and because you haven't drank water, or you pass out, then it's just like, how are you going to even enjoy the fruit of all your labor if you're not taking care of your body and really giving yourself the longevity that you could possibly have? So I do want to ask, in regards to the dark side of self-care, what are some lessons that we're needing in regards to that? I really do want to read the inside degrees handy dandy, but I need to get into this actually, apparently. So what are the messages that we're needing in regards to the dark side of our self-care? Ways we're needing to treat ourselves better. That came out quick. Woo! 2 of Cups, love. And I just heard the motherfucking fractions game. For some of you, 7 of Cups, for some of you, there's too many emotional doors open. And for some of you, part of self-love is, I know what this red flag looks like. I've been here, I've smelt this, I've felt this, I've seen this shit before. And I'm not going to put my hand to it again. If it feels off, it is. There is just some kind of no more ignoring your intuition, no more settling. This also is very much so about self-love, and you coming to an understanding of, you teach people how to treat you. So if you're treating yourself however you're treating yourself, is that inspiring or encouraging to your current partner or a potential suitor? You know, like, are you encouraging someone to treat you the way that you deserve in the way that you're treating yourself? So just think about that. Are you setting a standard? What is the standard of love that you are setting for yourself? And whenever you become really self-sufficient and you fill your own cup and you know how to self-soothe and you know how to self-parent, and you are really in a place of self-trust where you trust yourself to say you're going to do something and do it, and then actually on a consistent basis. So then now the universe trusts your word. And so whenever you're on that level, that's when you start attracting other people who are on that level and vibrating at this frequency where it's just like, hey, I got me, you got you. Let's get together and do some really cool shit, because no matter what, we're going to be okay either way. No matter what. Versus the fraction game, which is like, I got a quarter of a cup, you got a half a cup. Being lonely sucks, so let's hang out. No, it's not. We're not doing that. And self-care is also intuition. Listen to your intuition, and also tending to who you surround yourself with. Tending to who you connect with. Some people don't have access to my energy, and that's self-care. You're welcome. You're motherfucking welcome. Are there any other messages for the dark side of self-care for this Taurus new moon, May 11th, 2021? Got the Ace of Swords reversed and the Page of Cups reversed. Yes, this is very much so what's coming up. It makes sense. It's Venus and, you know, it's very Venusian, where there is this emotionality that's coming up. The dark side is, for some of you, I feel, this like whole don't double text, how it's cool to not show feelings, not show emotionality, cool to hold back, or to not be committed, or cool to be polyamorous, or it sucks or stupid to be monogamous, or vice versa, or whatever it is, whatever narrative that you guys are hearing, there is this like need to check the words that you speak, the words that you're letting coming out of your mouth, and the way that you present yourself when you're initiating friendships or love connections or interviewing at a job. There is something about taking a look at like what trains of thought you follow, what ideas you actually pursue. Some of you have had divine insight in regards to, like, I feel like you keep picking the wrong person, or you keep picking the same kind of person, when it's just like there is awareness and red flag after red flag about, and this isn't everybody, some of you are in happy relationships, but this could be in regards to friendships, or this could be in regards to which fucking battles are wisely chosen to fight or not. Some of you are in relationships, and some of your self-care is your mouth. It's like you're needing to think before you speak. You don't need to, go to every fight that you're invited to. Not everything needs to be a fight. Not everything needs to be a confrontation or a debate. Some of you, I feel like, are playing devil's advocate for just no fucking reason, just for like shits and giggles, or just to like see the opposing view, and it's just like a waste of energy. It's a waste of mental energy, especially if you're in a relationship, or if there are like you're in a household, or like living with your family or something of that nature. Now, I want this to be a shorter video, so. I still keep hearing the stillness of remembering. The stillness of remembering who you are. How to take care of yourself. How to provide for yourself. So is there anything that we don't see coming? What don't we see coming? For this, dark moon in Taurus. Ace of Swords. We gonna get our mind right one way or another. What we don't see coming is getting an opportunity to get masterful with your words and thoughts. But for some of you, this opportunity looks like someone being fucking rude to you. It looks like someone being mean to you, or sharp, or giving you the cold shoulder, or not being responsive, or ghosting you in some way. Especially if it was something new. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Or a new encounter. It could be at a new job or something of that nature. What you don't see coming is an opportunity where I feel like someone tries your shit or tries you in some way, and you can take the high road, the customer service and professional and intellectual. When I lived in Georgia, we used to, in a cop would, you were in the car and you saw a cop pulling up, you'd be like, act white. And so there's this, like, there may be an opportunity for someone, like, to come around and, yes, I'm going to take it there. No, I'm not going to say sorry for that, but that's how it is in Georgia. But there is an opportunity where you can either really, really pop off because someone is rude to you, or you are wanting to lash out in some way, and you're really needing to be articulate in regards to your feelings, in regards to especially rejecting people, or rejecting like love offers, or rejecting Seven of Pentacles, rejecting people who are trying to offer you something in some way. There is this need to be really nice. I just saw that scene, what is it, in fucking Iron Man, where Iron Man makes they show him being an egotistical asshole to this like really, really brilliant scientist. I can't remember which Iron Man it is, probably the second one or something, but it's like because of how shitty he was to this person, he created this mega villain. And that could be something that you're needing to be careful at. Just watch your fucking words. You don't know what anybody's going through. And if someone you just don't want to be that guy or that person that was the catalyst for someone's coldness to rise up in them. There is this need to invest in being a better steward of your words and of your actions and what you invest in. Being more wise about your money. Also understanding that for some of you, just keep talking about it. Keep manifesting it, especially with this sextile over to Neptune. There is this, make sure that you're speaking life into your situations. Make sure that you're speaking life into your situations. Especially if something happens on the physical that discourages you, that's when your faith is really tested and how much you actually believe in something. And so some of you've already done the work. You've already put in the prayer, put in the work, put in the time, the effort, blood, sweat, and tears. And there is just no need to just sit over and hover on it. For some of you, someone is being cold and you're just like, what's going on? Thinking about going through their phone, thinking about like going through their stuff, or looking at like what's going, it's just like it's too much. For some of you, it can feel a little obsessive. Now, Scorpio is we are coming up off that full moon in Scorpio. So there may have been some residual, obsessive kind of energy to really purge. But the star coming out, we are being divinely guided to restoration. There is definitely maybe somebody with heavy Aquarius or air placements that you've invested a lot of time in, or this could be like a star performer or someone that really lights up your life, or you're investing in something that you really want. This is a big dream, a big goal. And your faith is being tested, and you're really needing to make sure that you keep your eye on the prize, and that some of you need to keep your mouth shut, especially if you're saying anything negative in regards to your dreams or aspirations or what you're wanting to come true. There is this divine guiding that's happening. I just saw the Wheel of Fortune when I split the deck, so I just want to ask for any final messages. So that's the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for this new moon in Taurus for May 11th, 2021. The Lovers! Yes! Mercury is in a shadow most of May in Gemini. But there is maybe someone... This does feel like all these love cards. Look at this. There's definitely new crushes or new boos or new interest, a new take on old love. Some of you are thinking about going back. I just saw, like, it's weird, this door is closed right next to me, but I just saw it wide open. So some of you, I do feel like there are emotional doors that are opening to people that you've loved before, people that you have been in or been friends with for a long time, or friends, like childhood friends maybe coming around. I also feel like some of you, there is a deep creative passion or something that you really want, something that you're really, really in love with, and you're really needing to get your head around your maturity, your emotional maturity, and the ways that you react and respond. And that's fine. We're all out here learning, babe. So it's like no judgment, but it's just like there is something we're all tapping into, getting more grounded in our emotions. Queen of Cups, Six of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, get your emotions right. Get your spirit right. Get into High Priestess mode so that you can really tap into the spiritual embodiment of the divine feminine. So then it can trickle down into the Empress, number 3. And you can really tap into the physical embodiment of the divine feminine energy. Be you however you identify. But either way, there is this need to, like, once you focus on the emotionality and your creativity and nurturing and loving. For some of you, it's motherhood. For some of you, there's children around. For some of you, there is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio around, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn around, family maybe that you're going to visit, or a celebration with your family, opportunities that come in creatively that yield positive financial dividends. Some of you, there's some real security and wealth you're establishing, some abundance that you're establishing. Some of you, it's just like, yay, you can eat and you're not poor. But like for some of you, where you're headed is wow, you're being handed a lot of financial power because you've proven that you can actually wield it wisely. This Taurus, this new dark moon in Taurus is really asking you to take care of yourself and nurture yourself and love yourself by way of hygiene, self-worth, the food that you eat, hydrating yourself, and also tending to all your emotional and creative and spiritual needs. Like you are a spiritual being. You need to be in flow in some way. And when you are in flow, there is mutuality and receptivity that come in that really lay a solid foundation where you can just you feel good you feel abundant. Things feel, hey, let me check out what time it is. So if I got some time, I'll read this inside degrees. No, ma'am. It is 25. Okay, well, it's 25 minutes. That's better than normal. So this new moon in Taurus is happening at 21 degrees Taurus. I have not read this, so I'm going in blind with you all. But this is my handy dandy Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale. I love this book. And he describes Taurus at 21 degrees as a statue of Hermes decked with brightly colored garlands. Hermetic wisdom revived two extreme polarities, the far inside and the far outside, expressively playful, tricky, fluent, and engaging, inwardly contemplative, studious, brooding, and lost to the world. Guided from within to stay entirely secluded and solitary in your inner life, yet transmuting your solemnities into accessible bits and pieces, all in familiar context. A way to render unto Caesar and still serve the highest, an arduous track, the ultimate challenge, to throw the self off and take the self on as it is appropriate. Whoo! Strategic incarnation under special assignment. I'm going to say that again. If there is anything that you take from this, to throw the self off and take the self on as it is appropriate. I love you. Mwah. We got this. We gonna get this work one way or another, y'all. Jesus.